All right, I'm going to have a go at the Guardian's Cryptic Crossword for Monday, July 14th, Bastille Day. Set by Vulcan, but first let's have the cryptic clue of the day. I left you on Friday with this long one, how Georgia and Pat form monopoly, say. It's very different after the break. Well, that's the definition. A description of game of two halves. Georgia is GA, I am me. Put GA and me together, you get game in two halves, and Monopoly as an example of a game. Of course, very tricky of me not to capitalize Monopoly. Anyway, today I think will be a little bit easier. Bit of excitement, hugged by revolting lecher. 6 letters, and there's a G in 4th position. Bit of excitement, hugged by revolting lecher. Okay, I'm expecting something nice and gentle from Vulcan today. Staying at school and getting on. Ooh. Yeah, I don't get that. School, maybe, and getting on, aging. Ooh, because there are 3 letters for school plus aging, and it's going to mean staying. I don't see it. Game is my sole possession. Could that be Monopoly? I think it might be. Oh, that's a funny coincidence. Yeah, so I think you read my sole possession and you think it's the only thing you own, but maybe it's only I own it and therefore it's a monopoly. That's funny. We'll see if that is right. Vito suggested for one avoiding whipping. Oh, a two-parter where they share the last letter. That's interesting. Vito suggested for one avoiding whipping. Is that a reference to Parliament where most votes, I think the whips have to get all of the members of their party in to vote? But I think there is some kind of vote, which of course is an anagram of veto. Yeah, I think it is going to be something vote with that O there. I think that's going to be the word vote. And then that's going to be something vote. I don't know it yet. Smallest digit, I beg to differ. Well, 1 would be the smallest digit, although 0 maybe. I, and I'm wondering if the I there is representing 1. I don't quite get it though. Excuse me. Sound from horse in pound. Ooh, a sound from a horse. Maybe a neigh, or I think it might be slang for a pound, not a monkey or a... But no, I don't see it. How about I'm drunk, ruining winter coat? 10 letters. Now, winter coat. Yeah, I think we're going to anagram or ruin winter coat. I do see we have the letters of water. So is it something water? Ooh, I think it's tonic water. There we go. I'm drunk is the definition. Item. Excuse me again, I'm very coffee today. Item left in car. Well, left is usually L. I'm thinking we're going to put an L inside a word for car, and it's going to be an item. Let me pause, sip my water. get over my coughing fit. No, nothing is coming to me. Vein going round in socks. Well, going round, well, I was going to say barefooted or bare feet, but no, you're not barefooted if you're wearing socks. Of course, socks could be punches. No, lethal agent ruins nice day. All right. So that's funny. I don't like that he's using ruins and ruining both as anagram indicators. Anyway, I think an anagram of nice day would be sparkling cyanide, to use an Agatha Christie title. Offer support but fail to intervene. I'm wondering if it is one of those words or phrases that has almost contradictory meanings. Fail to intervene. Oh, stand by. Yeah, I think it is. Stand by your man, but you can also stand by and not help. Hang on, that is what my wife wears. I think that's great. I'm thinking that hang on is the definition. That is might be IE. And my wife, MYW. Now, this is why I say your views are unacceptable. I like that one too. Opinion, I don't know, 6 letters. No. Vegetable cooking, no wine. Cooking can be an anagram indicator, but we don't have a nice group of 10 letters. Vegetable only 9. Unless it's an anagram of vegetable followed by N for no, and it's going to be a wine. It seems unlikely. Well, I like the pair here. Lifting this aboard requires muscle from the start and amazing stamina. Now, this is an 8-letter word, and so the first letter is also the 5th letter. Lifting this aboard. Yeah, I'm thinking muscle from the start might just be an M. Oh, and then amazing stamina might be, oh yeah, an anagram of stamina, and we know where the M is going to be. And I think Vulcan may have clued it as 2 things because mainmast sounds like 2 words, but maybe then it was realized it's 1 word, which I wouldn't have expected. All right. US state, 75% the size of another. Ooh, are there 2 US states that share 1 8 letters and 1 6 letters? I know I fail to think of Alaska. I think Alaska. Oh no, I was going to say Arkansas. Ah, no, but Kansas, of course, and Arkansas. There we go. They would kick me out of the country, which I wouldn't be the first. These people welcome girl back in region of Greece. Ooh, I'm wondering if the girl back is the word lass reversed. Yeah, And I think these people, I think that might be they. I think there is a Thessalonica, I would have thought, but maybe there's another form of it. Thessaly. I feel quite good about that, but I am going to pause and look it up. Yeah, apparently that is a region of Greece. All right, let's go back to the Downs. Quickly produce stunning victory in cup match. Ooh, is it going to be quickly? Can't imagine it's going to be cup match, maybe match, but I think it might be quickly or quickly produce. Victory, I suppose, could be V for victory. But cup match is already 8 letters, so we're not going to put it inside that. No, I don't see it. Deceptive reliance on the second Queen Mary, say. Oh, I like that. Maybe it's a phrase that means deceptive, and then reliance might be the first word. But I don't know what the second Queen Mary say. Oh, was she a queen consort or Mary Queen of Scots? I don't know. Society regularizes rugby code. Ooh, it's regularizes. I don't think I've seen that before, but we've seen before regularly telling us to take every other letter, but I don't think we're going to have enough in rugby code. Yeah, it's only 9 letters, so rugby is often RU, rugby union. So could it be RU plus a word for a code? And society regularizes something to do with rulers or rulery. I don't know. Accepted as authority and passed. All right, I think it must be a double definition. Accepted as authority. Now, what is this? Is it going to be something on, called on, or something to, past, went by? Past could definitely be went by. It would mean that staying at school and getting on would end in a W, though. Yeah, I don't know if that's going to be right. Gone? Oh, maybe gone by? Days gone by, days past, I would have said P-A-S-T. Accepted as, I don't see gone by. Well, I suppose if you go by somebody, you're, directed by them or advised by them. Could vein, vein going around in socks, beginning with B. I do quite like that, but I won't put it in yet. One extravagantly praising various grain types. Oh, could various be an anagram indicator for grain types? I think it would be an IST ending, maybe? and one extravagantly praising. What was that? I would have to use my P and my Y, my O with the G. Don't quite see that yet. Clean room, no benefit for one out all winter. One out all winter, I think, is one who sleeps. And I'm thinking a dormouse, maybe, might hibernate. Doesn't the dormouse sleep a lot in Alice in Wonderland? A dorm could be a room, but clean room, no benefit. No boon, no, I don't get the wordplay at all. I'll leave it in. Let me just make a note of that one in case it stays in place by some chance. Receptacle for cash in low-class prison. Oh, not a billfold. Yeah, but I think a receptacle for cash seems like the definition. I'm wondering if low class is like B list. Or maybe it's just receptacle and we put cash in low class. What's the prison? Jail? Oh no, I is in the wrong place. Receptacle for cash. Bank. No. Vulcan a fool, be serious. All right, so Vulcan referring to himself. Me or I'm be serious. I think that must be it. Or maybe a knit. I think if you are serious, you mean it. That's a very good way to clue be serious with the exclamation. Sounds like a completely different meaning of the word, of the two words. Receptive when it's scorching. No. Boisterous youngsters, Orkney retreat. Oh, I'm thinking retreat could be an anagram indicator as you treat the letters one more time. But what is this? Not a yob. Is a yonker a boisterous youngster? There is the Yonkers in New York. I don't really see what else it could be. Let me pause and look up yonker. Yes, there is a Shakespearean term, yonker, or sometimes yonker with a U. So I'm sure it comes from young. So I'm going to go ahead and put that in, but not a word that's familiar to me. But it does give us, this is why I say, this is why your views are unacceptable. Yeah, I just don't get that at all. Now my vegetable cooking, no wine. So I think the definition must be vegetable. As I always say, I'm not very good on my vegetables. It should be fairly, or it could be a wine actually. Yeah, I was just thinking about OGNON. Is that something? Um, Vegetable cooking, no wine. So cooking then would be part of the wordplay either way. And again, it could be an anagram. Yeah, maybe it is a vegetable, and then we cook our anagram no, and that's going to be a wine. But nothing is coming to me for that. Hang on, that is what my wife wears. Yeah, I don't see that one either. All right, let me go. Oh my goodness. This is not a typical Vulcan Monday, or I'm just not in my usual form. Uh, Staying at school and getting on. Staying at school might be boarding, but I think I prefer it being a word for staying at school and getting on. Yeah, I thought that might be AGING. Oh, let me I beg to differ. So I do know that second word begins with to. I mean, something like, is to involved? Either TWO or TOO. Smallest digit. Oh, ah, yeah, it's not the smallest digit. And of course, I immediately think of on my hands, but I beg to. If that differs, it is anagrammed and becomes big toe. All right. Um, yeah, so this might be aging, staying. Yeah, I don't get that. But I am wondering if that's gone by and how my vein going round in socks. No. Yeah, I'm trying to think just a word for vein beginning with B, but nothing is coming to me. And here's my quickly produce. I suppose like whip up. Stunning victory. Oh, an upset. In cup match. It's not a hidden. And deceptive reliance. What's this second Queen Mary? Now, the Queen Mary was a ship too, right? So, do I have to know what house she belonged to? And this is my something vote, I think. Veto suggested. Yeah, the other word might be something that suggests an anagram. One avoiding whipping. Yeah, I just don't see that. There's our item left in car. Let me think about cars for a moment. Of course, there's a coupe. And if you put the L inside it, you get a couple is an item. Very tricky. All right, this is looking like an anagram of grain types, so I think I'm desperate enough to try the anagram helper. And I did think it was, a panegyrist, something like that. Let me see if I can work out how to spell it. Yeah, I think I've heard of panegyr maybe as a word for an effusive speech, like praising Caesar or whatever. So let me go. I'm going to go ahead and just check that one to make sure I spelt it right. I did. Miracle of miracles. Ooh, so now that is what my wife wears. Has that nice G in it. Yeah, but so is wife going to be W? Very hard to see how that would work. But I think the definition is hang on, abide, survive, remain. Yeah, I think that must be a vowel. And that could be an S and C. Another G, maybe? I should be able to get that. All right, receptive. When it's scorching. Oh, well, I'm thinking about on fire might be literally when something is scorching, but that doesn't really mean receptive, I think. You're in fuego. No, there's my vegetable. All right, I do need to move along with it. I really thought this would be our usual Monday Vulcan and I could get it done before I head out. But I think I'm going to have to go to wordplays.com on a Monday. That's sad. Oh, well, I wasn't getting it at first. And then I thought, maybe Yonker, word I'd never heard of, isn't right. And sure enough, the wine I have heard of, Chard on Nay. So the vegetable is chard. Cooking is on. Like is dinner on, is dinner cooking, and no is nay. Oh, all right. Oh, Orkney. Yes, I think that must be oh, coiner, noiker. Yeah, maybe retreat is backwards, but I don't see that at all. Yeah, once bitten, twice shy. All right, so it's not. Oh, I think it's in heat. So maybe in a biological way, receptive when it's scorching. All right. So now hang on. That is what my wife wears. Something garb. Disgorge. Yeah, let me pause and think what this might begin with. Oh my goodness. I think the definition is a little misleading, but it is what someone's wife might wear. Uh, Hang on is linger, and that is IE, but it's at the end. And so the definition is what my wife wears. Yeah, I don't know. Don't know about that. Anyway, the wife is very misleading. Still need my receptacle for cash in low class. Maybe it is a prison. Yeah, we had that crossword with the prison theme, but I don't remember all of the prisons from that. But is it something field? But then I think a receptacle for cash would go inside a word for low class. I don't see it. All right, so this one doesn't begin with Y. I'm relieved by that, but still have no idea what it is. It's my vein. Quickly produce. Deceptive. Reliance on the... Yeah, let me just Google Queen Mary and see how many there have been. Well, of course I did. As I typed this into Google, saw Queen Mary 2 as the ship, and of course that would be an ocean liner. So that's the definition at the end, and deceptive is an anagram indicator for reliance on. That's very clever. All right, gives me an L now for vein, going round in socks. Still no idea. Sound from horse. Oh, is it, I'm just thinking of like knacker's yard. Is there, our knicker, yeah, there's some money that's knacker or knicker, but don't remember which. That was my society regularizes rugby code. No. Yeah, I'm finding this very, very tricky. Oh, let me go ahead and just double check gone by. It is right. So this does seem to be an ing staying and getting on. Foraging. What else? Let me pause and run through the alphabet for the first letter. I wasn't finding anything good for that, so I'm going to give up on that idea. I did go to Wordplays for something vote, and of course it's a free vote where members are allowed to vote their conscience, and I think free might suggest an anagram of vote to get veto. Ooh, okay, so then Staying at school and getting on. Maybe it means getting on. And so we'd have a word for staying, and then a word for school, school of fish. No, I think it must be school plus getting on. Well, getting on might be agreeing or... No, I don't see it. All right, where am I going to go? I think I'm going to try word plays for this one just to try and get a move on here. Oh my goodness, I think it is the fabled triple definition. If you quickly produce something, you might knock it out. If you're stunning, you're a knockout. And a victory in a cup match is a knockout. That's very clever. All right, I think that this must be, I mean, being from Dublin, I want to say knacker, but I think it must be a knicker is the slang for a pound. But I don't quite get it. Anyway, let's check it. It is right. So hopefully 15 squared will explain. And I'm very, very curious to see if I'm the only one who struggled with this. This was my society. Oh, society can be simply an S. Ah, yeah, it is. Society is S. If you regularize something, you even it out. And, oh dear. And sevens is a rugby code. I'm sure you all got that. All right, ooh, vein now. Going round in socks. What is this? Is it going to be an ISH word? Browlish, bluish, vein. I'm not thinking of any word for vein there. Going around in socks. Now, let me pause and just think about that second letter. Can't be too many possibilities. Ah, yeah, I got to B-double-O and bootless. So it's not vain as in vanity, but if you do something in vain with no result, it is bootless. All right. Receptacle for cash in low class prison. Borstal, but well, I'm wondering if the receptacle for cash might be a till in low class. Oh, I should listen to myself sometime. I said at the beginning, Bastille Day. Okay. I forgot. Anyway, the Bastille and base is low class. Very good. Okay. This is why I say your view. Oh, I wonder if the why I say is a homophone indicator and your views are unacceptable, not morose or no, I don't see it. Here's my boisterous Orkney. So I still have my ORKN. I think it must end in R. So I have OKN. Let me try Neuker, and then if that's not right, I'll reveal it. No. Well, all right. I am, all right, I see the wordplay now. There is the island of Hoy. So Orkney, I think, is saying an Orkney island. And then a retreat might be a den. But I don't think I've ever heard of this word Hoyden, although maybe we've had it in the crossword before and I just failed to remember it. Anyway, that's a pretty obscure word for a Monday, I feel. Okay, this is why I say your views are unacceptable. Oh my goodness, there can't be too many words that fit that pattern. H-A-R, H-O, heresy. Oops, heresy. So your views are unacceptable. Is it just a cryptic definition? Perhaps. No. This is here's, I think. And why I say is the letter Y. It is a homophone, but just for the letter Y. All right, just my staying at school and getting on, courting, sourcing. No. All right, I'm going to try word plays and see if they have any likely words. I even said something about boarding school, and yeah, of course, boarding and then getting on a boat would be boarding. Oh my goodness, that was 40 something minutes plus the time I was paused. Anyway, let me go ahead and check all. Looks like everything else stayed in place, apart from Bastille for Bastille Day and Chardonnay maybe for Bastille Day. I didn't see anything else. Some funny letters, but I don't think we had a Q or a J. All right, let's go to 15 squared. All right, the blog is by Peter O. Oh, okay, I'm very glad he says this was more like Imogen than the Monday Vulcan to whom we have been accustomed. Well constructed, but none too easy. Even a touch of Pascal. Oh yeah, Hoyden is uncommon, yeah. So the ones I wrote down, sound from horse. Oh, is it like a neigh word is a knicker? Ah, yeah, I think it's that little noise they make that isn't a full-on neigh, and it is slang, I suppose, for a pound. Here's is, this is, yeah, plus Y, yeah. Oh, and Peter just had a glass of Chardonnay. All right. Then on the downs, dorm is a clean room. Huh. 0 is no, plus use benefit. I don't know about that meaning of dorm as clean room, but who knows? And then, yeah, boisterous youngster, an Orkney Island. Yeah, so I'm sure it's not a coincidence that Bastille was today. And yeah, dorms are far from clean. Oh, clean is do. Yes, as in the charwoman saying, "Can I do you now, sir?" And room is RM. Very good. Thanks to KVA is a hero most days. And yeah, free vote. Yeah, misfiled in the Monday drawer. Defeated by Hoyden, yeah. Me too. Oh, yes. It's that man again joke a cleaner used to do for you. I think I heard that from my father. Um, all right, well, not a lot more to say about that, but that was very, very tricky, and I need to go for my lunch, obviously. All right, well, thanks as always for watching, and have a great day.